Hello, hello, another wonderful day. Gosh, we live in complex times, don't we? The news is filled with all sorts of pain, suffering, not a lot of joy. But what is the truth? What is the truth? Hello, my name is Leon Lacouvé, and today I would like to discuss truth. What is the truth? Now, of course, from a formal philosophical perspective, there are many theories of the truth, but I think basically for you and for me, there are three types of truth, if you will. The first one, of course, is the so-called objective truth. God, Gaia, the universe, the world we occupy, these are permanent. These are going to be here forever, long after I leave this mortal plane. And then, of course, we come to the subjective truth, the so-called I think, therefore I am of René Descartes. The minute I have consciousness, I then perceive reality and the truth. And then we come to the so-called pragmatic truth, the truth that is given to us by our society. I grew up at a certain time. There's certain values that I have. In our civilization, I'm supposed to work hard, supposed to study, get a job, meet Mrs. Right, potentially get married, 2.2 children, save a whole bunch of money, a lot of money. Money's good, always. Retire and then die. There it is. My life is over. So let us probe these just a little bit. The first one, objective truth. Now, there are people that say there is no such thing, of course, as objective truth. God, Gaia, the universe, this is a nonsense concept. God does not exist. I'm an atheist. I live alone. That's it. When I die, I die. Now, personally, I do not subscribe to this. Why? Well, because when I walk in nature, I feel something more, and it's not delusional at all. It's very, very real. I feel, like I've said before, a deep connection with God, with my God. The only real connection that I have. Of course, Martin Buber's famous book, The I and Thou, I and Thou. So, then we come to the subjective truth of Leon. Now, Leon believes that he has a mission in life. Now, it is up to me, unfortunately, to find this mission. Now, there are people that say, once again, Leon, this is ridiculous. There's no such thing as a mission in life, but there is. You speak to people, you read about people that really feel as if there is a force that has taken hold of them, and they enter into their flow. Dr. Csikszentmihalyi, into their flow, and they produce magnificent works of art, of poetry, magnificent works of thought. Obviously, they found their mission in life, and it's there for each of us to find. Each of us can find it for sure. And then we come down to the societal truth. Now, the societal truth is fascinating because we exist in the 21st century, but in the 20th century, 19th century, 18th century, the so-called zeitgeist, the feeling of the age, was different for every generation, and the values were different. Now, the great adventurers in any society stood back from what the society said was normal, correct, etc. And they went off and they found their own mission. They found their own reality. And of course, many times, they advanced our civilization because they stood away. So those three types of truth, basically, and of course, many theories above this, but basically we have objective truth, God, Gaia, and the universe. We have subjective truth. We have Leon and his reality. And then we come to the societal truth, pragmatic truth, if you will. We exist in an age and a generation. And I think it's very important for us to stand back and reflect whenever we have the news or whatever it is, we hear the news. Is this correct? What is the history that's associated with this? I think my job, our job, is to question. Not to be cynical, but just to question. Now, grandfather is going to die. Our book, This week we're going to discuss chapter 4. We're going to discuss critical thinking. Please have a read. I think you will enjoy it. And you know what they say. You know what they say to you. Critical thinking is necessary, and of course, critical thinking is great. You take care. Please have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.